Namaskar. Good morning. Ram Ram. Om Namah Shivaya. 2023 is the biggest year if we consider as astrology because the planet like Saturn transit in the beginning of the year and the planet like Jupiter, most benefic planet, again transit in the mid of the year. Now, the end of the year is approaching and the big planet, two big planets who can do anything, Rahu Ketu, they are going to transit. But today we are going to talk about only about Rahu, two separate videos, not to mix the things. Rahu is going to transit on the 30th of October 2023, and all people are desperately waiting for this because they think that Rahu can bring so many good things, good or bad or mix, whatever. Let's see what the Akashji's research say about all these things. Let's welcome him from Calgary, Canada. He's all set with his research. Akashji, namaskar.
Namaskar, Ravi Namaskar. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and let's start Rahu and Rahu transit 2023. So, Ravi, before we start, Rahu is transiting on the 30th of October. Okay, but the effect will start from 15th of September onwards. The effect of Rahu transit will completely be active from 15th of September onwards. Okay, so those people do not have to wait till October. 15th September only they will get the start getting the results. Now here, Rohitji, today I want to discuss a very important topic. Who is Rahu? We all know that Vishnuji did that. But what is the lineage of Rahu? Where does Rahu come from? Okay, so Vishnuji, Super Lord, according to some text, Vishnuji created Brahma. Now Brahma's son, which was born out of Brahma's mind, was Marichi, Rishi Marichi, and he married his wife Kala, 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 and from Kala was born Kashyap. Okay, and from Kashyap was born Viprachit, Viprachiti or Viprachit, and Viprachiti married Simika, demon queen, and from that Swarna Bhanu was born, who is later Vishnuji beheaded him because he was disguised as God during the ocean, during the time of Amrit or nectar distribution. And after that, they became Rahu and Ketu. The head became Rahu, the tail became Ketu. Now, the reason of doing this is really very funny because the Gotra of Rahu is also Kashyap because he is coming, his grandfather is Kashyap, Rishi Kashyap. So, according to my research and my understanding with whatever I've learned and read and gone through the encyclopedia of Vedas, it says that Rahu does not cause lot of harm to people who are from the Gotra of Kashyap because that is his own lineage, Rahu's own lineage. So I am Kashyap Gotra, you are Kashyap Gotra. So Rahu is benefic for us because somehow we are the same, we are coming from the same descendants. So, in simple words, there is little bit of Rahu in every one of us who are Kashyap Gotra. Okay, Rohitji, are you Kashyap Gotra or Vasishta? Which Gotra are you?
Actually, we are Vishisht Gotra.
Yeah, I am Kashyap, I guess.
Okay.
I
So
don't
then,
know.
and I think that's very good for you because Rahu is always in favor of you.
Rahu is my family, it's my great grandfather. So, those who belong to Kashyap Gotra, Rahu does not trouble them a lot. Rahu, the nature is, it's malefic. But yes, for Kashyap Gotra, it does not trouble. So, all the Kashyap Gotra people, very good for you. Always, Rahu is your lineage personality. The only reason of this video or this family tree which I made is to understand that Rahu is also part of Brahma. Everyone is part of Brahma, and Brahma is part of Supreme Vishnu. So whenever there is any trouble, whenever there is any problem, reaching to the source of creation, Lord Vishnu, will solve all your problems. So to even to ward off the problems created by Rahu or Ketu or any such kind of energies, Vishnu Sahasranam is a must because no one can challenge Lord Vishnu. Yeah, Rohitji, you get my point? The only reason are two things here which I wanted to make clear. First of all, it is the lineage of Kashyap. Secondly, Vishnu Sahasranam. Why it is important? Many people ask me, sir, you keep saying Vishnu Sahasranam. The source, just see the source. If we are connected with the source, there will be no issues at all to us. Now, Rohitji, if this is understood, we move forward with the last transit of Rahu Ketu in Pisces and Virgo. Okay, that is how research happens, right, Rohitji? By looking at past events, the same kind of celestial conditions, and those who are born after March 24th of 2005 or before March 2020, those who are born after will experience this for the first time. But those who have been born during this period, or those who have been already in their mid 20s and mid 30s, it is the second time Rahu and Ketu will be transiting here, Roji in Pisces, Rahu in Pisces, and Ketu in Virgo. March 24, 2005 was the last time. So just go back and start noting down all the pointers that happened between 2005 and 2006 of October, like I have done. And that is what I want to share with everyone, Rohitji. So this is 2005 in a glimpse. What major things happened in the world in 2005 and 2006? Now, the first thing that happened is Hurricane Katrina in the Gulf of Mexico after Rahu Ketu transit. There was a very big hurricane killing many people and made a lot of destruction. Pope John Paul II, he passed away, and it was his funeral after the Rahu transit. The first video ever on YouTube, Me at the Zoo, was also uploaded in 2005. Dwarf planet Aries, like the planet which is very close to Pluto, and it's a dwarf planet. Like it's a very small planet, not considered enough in mass so that it can be entered. It can be sequenced in our solar system. It was discovered, and Saddam Hussein, the greatest dictator, he was in front of the court, and later next year in 2006 he was executed. So this is what happened in 2005, and this is what happened in 2006. The 2006 Winter Olympics were held in Turin, Italy. Turin, no one even asked about Turin anytime, but then Turin got a recognition when the Winter Olympics was done. Twitter was founded and launched in 2006 during the Rahu transit. In the Mumbai train blast happened, 209 people were killed. The FIFA World Cup was held in Germany. Okay, that is like a very big event because FIFA is very big in the in these countries. The plane, Rahu is air, Rohiji air. A plane 1907 crashes in the Amazon rainforest. Okay, and an earthquake in Indonesia kills over 5,700 people. So Rahu Ketu transit did some of the massive uh, startups. Number one is YouTube, and today we are on YouTube, and we are talking about what you say, the current situation. That everything is at YouTube now, and second is Twitter. So Rahu Ketu did a very big thing in 2006 by giving us two things. On the sad part, we have to remember, Rohiji, that Rahu is coming from a Agni Rashi to a Jal Rashi, right? So, and 12th house is the house of losses. So, a lot of people lost their life during that time because of hurricane, because of Katrina, also because of this earthquake, also. So, unfortunately, the world has to be prepared, might need to be prepared for another massive natural calamity. We hope and pray that it does not happen, but certainly because of the placements of planets, These are the events that can happen over this transit of the Rahu and Ketu for next 18 months after October of 30th. Vijay, any questions you have in this?
Ah, I'm thinking about that. This is a phenomenon that we see. This is world phenomenon. Natural calamity and all that happenings. Uh, is it good or bad for the all 12 ascendants? That is my curiosity. Uh,
Vijay, sometimes uh, placement of planets is bigger than 12 ascendants. Sometimes
and
we have to Mahadasha, and sometimes we have to look at a very larger perspective rather than only look at personal. That is why our Veda says Sarva Jano Sukhino Bhavantu, that everyone should be in bliss and happiness.
hmm,
So if there is, like, see Mumbai train blast which happened, train bombings in 2006, it was like crazy, like it was a world, it was, the whole world was shook. And the earthquake which happened, it shook the world, Rohitji. So um, Rahu and Ketu, whenever transits through these kind of axes, 12 and 6, sixth house of enemies, losses, legal trouble. See what happened to Saddam Hussein, legal trouble. And sixth house is the house of daily work routine also. That is why Twitter was founded, YouTube was founded. Because of YouTube, millions of people got employment. Because of
hmm,
Twitter, millions of people got employment. So there Ketu did its very good part by sitting in the sixth house of daily work and routine and starting up new things. But Rahu, on the other hand, in the 12th house of losses, made sure that there are calamities, there are accidents. Okay, Rohitji, there is another theory of Nostradamus. He also claims that there is going to be a very big earthquake in 2020. 20 between 2024 2023 and end of the year till 2024 of March. So hopefully, I pray to God nothing such should happen. But if it happens, then Nostradamus is right.
hmm, really.
Anyways, those who are watching for the first time, please share this video, because I do not feel that someone will do such kind of research and bring it front of you. Okay, and your support is what we need, and we need to grow. Suddenly, we have been started to grow very slowly, and I don't know why. Maybe because views are going up and up, but the subscription is not going up. So if you can subscribe, it will be a great help for everyone, so you can get such research based videos. And otherwise, I am starting a new classes. Rohit, I have decided I will start after 15th of September, and it will go for 2 months. And the price point is the only thing where there is a bonus also there, Rohit. And that bonus is that whoever takes the course will also get a consultation free.
Oh,
And the course, which the ballpark figure which I can disclose right now, which my team has given me, is $251 only. And in Indian currency, it is 20,000 rupees for a 2 months course, 18 modules course. So
I think this is
consultation
good
is,
because your consultation is around the same figure. If somebody is enrolling for your course and you are giving free consultation, that means he is getting classes free. So you are giving
I,
both.
I, the only criteria is that I will be checking the chart before I start teaching any person. Because if they are very adamant, they want to just learn it for their own fun, that is okay. But if someone wants to be seriously considering it as a career,
Profession.
then I will not. Then I will be seeing the chart, and then only I will be taking the student, because I do not want to cheat anyone or take anyone's money.
Right,
If
right.
the chart promises that you can become a good astrologer, then 100% you will be initiated. But if not, then I don't want you to waste money. But still, if you want to know, no, you want to just learn it for the sake of, what you say, mm, as a hobby, then I will be getting. So Reji, here we start for the 12 ascendants. Number one is Aries ascendant. For Aries ascendant, Rahu will be transiting in Pisces in the 12th house. So Rahu in Pisces. So I have divided into four kind of categories, Rohitji, because everyone loves categories. People have praised it a lot. Number one is the house impact, that which house it is impacting. Second is your finance. Third is career, and fourth is relationships. So according to the houses, we will get to learn where, how, and what Rahu, how it is going to impact. Okay, Rohitji. So for Aries ascendant people, Rahu in Pisces falls in the 12th house. It is the house that will emphasize spirituality, foreign travels, and expenses related to charity or social causes. Now, this is the houses of loss. So, loss of money is seen there somewhere. That is why we have to be cautious with expenses and budgeting. Avoid impulsive spending, because somehow you will be in that mode that I just need to do it right now. So you have to avoid impulsive spending and manage finances wisely. Rahu is, if in your chart, in Aries ascendant people, if Rahu is by chance in the second house in natal chart, then you will get gains from foreign country. But if Rahu is in the sixth house by chance, then there can be some legal battle or trouble which you will have to go through. So it is a bit of a challenge period for Aries ascendant, because it is directly impacting the 12th house. So right now it was in your ascendant with Jupiter, creating Guru Chandal Yoga, but now it is moving to the 12th house of losses. Another theory is that Rahu in 12th house is very benefic, because it is a Dushtan. It is a place of sorrow, and such places, 6th house, 8th, 3rd house, 6th house, 8th house, 12th house. Rahu gives very good result. That means you have done some good punya in your past life. So overall, opportunities may arise in foreign ventures or institutions dealing with hidden matters. 12th house is the house of secret matters. So you have to stay very calm and think through. If you want to take any guidance from any learned astrologer or numerologist or vastu, anyone, you have to make sure that you take that before making any career decision. Do not just go and jump in because Rahu, it will look good on the outside, but your dasha and antardasha should support it. Other than that, Rohitji, relationships, misunderstanding in relationships, especially with distant or foreign connections. For example, if your kids are living abroad, if if your parents are living abroad, so somehow there will be problems in some kind of communications with them. Okay, Rohitji. So focus on clear communication and good understanding. Sometimes see the situation and see the kind of aura which the planets will bring in the universe. So it will be a troublesome time for some people, and it will be excellent time for some other people. But hopefully, after the analysis of the chart properly, we can decide that if you're going through Rahu Dasha, Antardasha, what is happening, what is not happening, and then we can have come to a conclusion. But these are general predictions for Aries. Rohitji?
Ji, Akash, one thing I think you did not mention here, but I was checking in the chart, that Aries people are those ascendant people, those who get the maximum relaxation here because Rahu was in their head from last 1.5 year.
That is what I told you, right? Ki Aries, it is going from the first house to the 12th house, and 12th house is the Dushtana. So, there, yes, Aries will get benefit. But on the other hand, 12th house is also the house of losses for Aries, and it is the sign of Jupiter. So, the house and the planet, the nature of the house and planet do not change. It is
Stress
supposed
will
to
be
give
less.
you loss.
Stress will be less.
Stress will be less if you are on the spiritual route, if you are on the spiritual path, if you are regularly chanting, if you are doing spiritual activities, if you are doing charities, if you are helping out other people. 12th house, house of hospital and jails also, Rohitji.
Mhm.
So, Rahu coming here, hidden
And one
things.
and one
Yeah,
thing why I just sit down and looking at the chart, because I think Akash, you have missed drishtis here. You not talked about the Rahu's
yeah,
aspects.
yeah, I know. Rahu, some astrologers, I also considered Rahu's aspect, earlier. But then now I am convinced because my guru, our guru Rohitji K.N. Rao
Yeah,
says that there is no aspect of Rahu and Ketu. So if K.N. Rao can say this, then there is no aspect.
okay. I was just
Earlier,
calculating seventh, third, and ninth. I was just okay.
no, no, there is no aspect of Rahu and Ketu. They are shadow planets. They
So
cannot see.
they will impact only where they ever sit. In whichever house they will sit, they will do the maximum there.
Exactly, whichever. That is why in transit of Rahu and in transit of Ketu, some people with the Aries ascendant who were also thinking about childbirth might happen for them because of this transit. Okay.
Okay,
So
so
hope for the best. New job can come in. There will be lot of opportunities for new jobs and new career opportunities. But please make sure that you choose the right, because
right.
depending on your Ananta Dasha.
So for the Aries people, the thing is that you have to choose the right path, and right path for those who want to learn astrology. Now the golden opportunity. Akash is going to start classes after 15th of September. Not, after 6 months we have decided this because from last 6 months, so many messages, so many mails, so many people on live. They always tell these things. We want to learn from you. We want to learn from you. Then finally, he prepared one course which is very useful, and the big opportunity is that with this astrology classes, one who will enroll in this will get a free astrology consultation from Akash. I think this is a good deal, fair deal. And those who are new to the channel, please subscribe us. And those who have already subscribed, thank you very much. And those who want a personal consultation from Akash ji, they can just drop details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number given below. Or the best idea is just log into www.acs2.ca and you will have a consultation. Thank you. Now, moving on to the Taurus ascendant people, because big transit and everybody is waiting for the turn. And the Taurus people are lucky, I think, 11th house.
Yeah, Taurus people are very lucky because for Taurus ascendant people, Rahu is very benefic, and it also gets exalted in Taurus according to Maharshi Parashara. So yes, it is going to be a very good time. Now your house, the number one, the impact of the house, Rahu in Pisces falls in the 11th house, bringing gains from social networks, friends, or large organizations. So in the beginning only there is gains. For finance purposes, income may come from unconventional sources or sudden windfalls. There can be lottery during this period. Taurus ascendant people buy lottery because Rahu is the Karaka of giving money through unjust means or
Hmm.
some unconventional sources, which can be lottery or some kind of insurance. Practice financial, make sure that whenever you get a lot of money, you do not just go out and spend it, because then later you regret that why did I do that. So during this period, use your money wisely. A wise man uses the money wisely. If he earns 100, he spends 30 out of it and saves 70 for future. That is a wise man. And someone who earns 100 and spends 120 is a foolish man, because they are the kind of people who are going to be always in trouble. So make sure savings is a very important thing. Your career, expect innovative career opportunities, especially through your friends or large organizations. Rahu in the 11th house for Taurus, it's a very beautiful transit for you, one of the best transits for you. So just make the most of it for next 18 months. And relationship wise, friendships may undergo transformation. That means some friendships might end, some friendships might go more deeper, or some friendships can turn into love affairs, and love life can start from there. And during this period, because 11th house Rahu, and Rahu is hero, Rahu is a hero. He is the one who swallows the sun. He is the hero. So such people can meet influential peoples during this time, because you will be looking out. People will be looking out at you, or you will be looking out at people, and you will have this kind of personality change suddenly, that big people will, influential people will talk to you, and you can gain from them as well. So Rohitji, very nice. Lot of losses Taurus ascendant people were going through because of the Rahu in the 12th
12th
house.
house.
Now it is in the 11th house, so it is a great news for you and amazing news for you. So very, very happy for Taurus ascendant people, Rohit.
So very very happy, and now the day Taurus ascendant people, your day starts today with a good news that stop for the losses. Exactly not from the 30th October. On this action will start from the 15th of September. Exactly the transit is at that time, but it start working 15, 1.5 month before. So the one good news for all people, all 12 ascendant, all people of family members of ACS2, that Akash is going to start astrology classes from 15th September or after 15th September. Enrollment is start. People have started sending the mails. You can also send the mail. And the big thing is that that gift is there in the astrology classes. One who will enroll for the astrology classes will get free consultation from Akashi. And this is, I think, a very good day. And as far as this video is concerned, I will request you to please share this video on your all platforms, either on the Facebook or WhatsApp. So this is a big transit, and most of the friends and the relatives of you also come to know about their ascendant. Thanks for subscribing, and those who are new, please subscribe and be a family member of AC Astro. And those who want to meet Akashji virtually, they can just drop details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number or log into the website. But those who want to meet personally, and luckily they are in the India, especially in Mumbai, they can meet them in August. Akash is coming to Mumbai. So for all type of consultations, you can just drop the details on the mail ID. So now the moving further for the Gemini people, let's see. Oh, 10th house.
Yes, Rohit. So for Gemini people, it will be in the 10th house. Now, again, Rohit, according to some of the astrologers, it Rahu also rules the Aquarius sign. Okay, some says Capricorn, some says Aquarius. So there is a lot of confusion. But
Hmm.
according to KN Rao, he says Rahu does not have any house of his own.
Anyhow, yes.
Yeah, he says there is no house. He says there is Rahu has only wherever it sits, it becomes that only. So, for
Yes.
example, if it is sitting here in the house of 10th house of Pisces, it will become and start acting like Jupiter, but a little cunning Jupiter.
Hmm.
Now, the house impact happens when Rahu falls in Pisces, falls in the 10th house, indicating potential confusion or changes in career direction. To such people who were thinking of startups, thinking of starting a new company, business, leaving job, XYZ, it is the time for you to think again and think in a manner with a 5 year plan or a 2 year plan till the time Rahu is here, the 18 months plan. That what is how are you going to be supported in the next 18 months? Because that is how Rahu is going to be looking at you as well and giving you results the same way. Some people may change the career, some people may totally start something new, some people may get a new job, some people will get a new business idea and may start a new partnership and a business idea. So depends on your dasha antardasha how this thing will manifest for you. Finance income may fluctuate during this period, so it's essential to have a stable financial plan and avoid speculative investment. So whenever Rahu is in the 10th house, so it is said that Rahu jiske 10 mein duniya uske bas mein. That means whenever Rahu sits in the 10th house for anyone, such people have good control over the world, they are dominant. But this is a transit. Okay, this is a transit, and you can get dominated during this period only 18 months. But after 18 months, you will come on the ground and fall very bad. So we do not don't want that kind of stuff. Investment in business, in any other kind of new activities might be looked on very carefully, and investment such as very for quick earning, like just invest and take money out of stock market. Intraday traders who are the Gemini ascendant might face very big fluctuation of money. So just you know be very cautious. That is what I am trying to say. Career, now during this time, because Rahu is a hero, right? Rohit, Rahu is a hero, and hero overcommits. Hero says, "I will do this also, man. I will do that also. I'm the hero." So here, stay focused on your goals and avoid overcommitting to overcome career setbacks. Otherwise, you will get a career setback. People will make fun of you. that you were saying that you will do this and that, you were acting like hero, but what happened now? You cannot do anything. On the other words, I also want to say that please subscribe. Those who are watching right now, please subscribe. It's a genuine request. It gives us motivation. And those who have not watched the beginning of the video, where there is a very big research about Rahu and those of specific Gotra people, if they watch the video, they will understand that why Rahu will not harm them. Later, Rohiji, relationships. Clear communication is vital in navigating potential misunderstanding in partnerships. It is very like common sense kind of thing that in when Rahu is in the 10th house, there can be some problem in communication through your business activities or your career or your workplace activities. So just be careful. I'm saying just be careful. No need to get stressed over it. Rahu is not a very bad planet, but still it is malefic because it is a Rakshasa. Okay, the energy of Rahu is tamasic, so it can cause little bit problem. Another thing which I want to tell Gemini ascendant is that every planet behaves like Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh. Every planet creates, every planet runs, and every planet destroys. So Rahu cannot, or Rahu here will do these three things in 18 months for career. It will start also, it will destroy some places also, it will run also. So now you have to, because you're watching the video and you're cautious, so you have to know that what is the thing that can cause you major loss. Do not go into it, or do not, or take advice before going into any such kind of speculation. Yes, Rohitji. So Gemini ascendant people, 10th house activated. Make sure, and also another thing, Rohitji, those who have Rahu in very good position here in their ascendant in their chart, D1 chart or D9 chart. So be happy because it is going to be more benefit for you. But those who have bad Rahu might get trouble in career and in business. Might get trouble. Still depends on Dasha and Antardasha.
Yes, still depend on Dasha and Antardasha, and especially this is house of father also. So please take care of the health of your father, and the relations also be taken care of father, especially if you're going through a Rahu Mahadasha. Thanks for subscribing, and those who are new to this channel, please subscribe and also please share this video as much as you can on the WhatsApp, on Facebook, wherever you can. And once again, the good news, which I again tell, because from last 6 months, you people were asking, and we were just on the mute version. Now we are telling you that Akashji is coming with AC Circuit class, his 2 month astrology course, which is going to start after 15th of September. You can just enroll by contacting on the WhatsApp number or the mail ID. And the good thing is that with this course, one whoever will enroll will get a free consultation with Akashji. So I think Sone Pe Sohaga. And those who want a personal consultation, they have also an opportunity to drop details on the WhatsApp number or the mail ID. Or the easiest way is just log on the website www.acs2.ca. You will get all details, all packages there, whatever you want, career, marriage, anything. You choose the consultation. Thank you. And now the moving further, the time for the Cancer ascendant people. Will these Cancer ascendant people are going for the lots of long journeys now? They have to pack their bags.
Yes, Rohitji. So for Cancer ascendant people, Rahu will be in their ninth house. So it will emphasize basically ninth house. It will emphasize spirituality, higher learning, and opportunities for overseas travel will be very favorable. And this travel will not be for a short period, it will be for a long period to a long place. So good, those who are trying for immigration, those who are not getting visa, those who are trying new ways to come to Western countries or to get settled back in India, it is a good period for you. On the finance side, Rohiji, gains will mostly come from foreign sources or spiritual activities. That means the more spiritually activated you are during this period, the more gains you will get. But long-term financial commitments, that is, buying insurance or buying anything which on EMI, such kind of things where you have long-term financial commitment, like, okay, I will buy the car now, don't worry, I will give EMI. But what if your visa comes for foreign country? You will say, my God, now how I have to pay so much of money in this and do that. Also have patience, because this is the same stupid mistake I did before coming to Canada. The visa was not coming for 1 year, Rohitji. So I thought, maybe you know what I should do. I should get a car. I got a car, a new car, Honda Elantra, a Honda something, Hyundai, and it was an automatic diesel car. I had to pay extra money to sell it off. Like I sold it, got the little bit of money, and then paid extra money to the bank while before coming to Canada, because I made a decision with financial commitments which was not required at that time. So such things should be avoided. Career wise, Rohitji, e- opportunities in education or religious institutions or foreign collaborations may happen. So it is a good news for people who are looking for job also, or some kind of contract from a foreign country or from a different state that is also foreign. So it is a good time for career also. And those are into teaching zone, and those are into zone of religious preaching. Again, good thing for them, because Rahu will promote higher education here. Ramu. I said Ramu. Ramu. So,
Sorry,
Rahu,
Rahul.
Rahu will make sure that you, education wise, if you are thinking of higher education, even at what age you are, does not matter. It will be favorable for you to do it. There can be little bit delays because Rahu acts like Saturn, but he will make sure that his ego is satisfied. That means he will make sure that your work is done. On the other hand, and it will be a tough thing for you to balance your personal and spiritual growth, because you have to maintain harmony in your house relationship as well, right, Roji? Because see, the third house, Ketu is going to be going in the third house for them, and that is the house of personal interest. So suddenly you will be completely detached from any kind of hobbies and personal interest. So the family will also be in trouble. So during this period, we have to strive to balance personal and spiritual growth to maintain harmony in relationships. That means do not ignore your family, do not ignore God as well. Balance them, and then make sure that you go ahead and have a wonderful Rahu Ketu transit that will bring you a lot of foreign collaboration. And when foreign collaboration, you will get money in dollars. That will be very good. If you are in foreign and then you may get money in dollars, then that is a loss. But if you are in India or in other third world countries, and you get money in dollar, then it is very good for you, because here government takes 40% tax. So Roji, for Cancer ascendant, pleasant time.
Good. Pleasant time for Cancer Ascendant, and wish you best of luck. And pleasant time for all people who are interested in astrology, and they are asking questions when you are going to start. And we are reluctant, lots of consultations and things. But now Akashji has decided he will start this AC circuit class and astrology course for 2 months. That will start from 15th September or after 15th September. You can just enroll by sending your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number. You can contact, and team will tell you everything. And the big thing is that one who will enroll in this course will get a free consultation with Akash. This is big opportunity, I think. And those who are new to the channel, first time on this channel, please share this video, subscribe to this channel, be a family member. We are the channel who always make video on the research page, so you get the benefits in the coming future also. And those who have already subscribed, thank you very much. And those who want a personal consultation from Akashji, maybe career, because in last 2 weeks there are like flood of people who are taking career consultation, and they are doing the right thing, because after consultation you can choose a better career. Thank you. And now let's move on to the next ascendant, that is Leo ascendant. Let's see, for them it's very mysterious
Yes,
house.
Roji. Yeah, so for Leo ascendant, it is coming into the eighth house, and it may be eighth house is the house of transformation, Rohiji. So it can be unexpected changes or transformation and opportunities in career, like transformational opportunities in career. Like you will not be able to understand how this happened, how this transition even happened. So Rahu is preparing itself, from now on only. But it is going to be a very good transit again, because Rohiji, Dushtana. This is the house of Dushtana, where Eighth house is the house of deep research and analysis. Also Dushtan. That means it is not a very pleasant place. So such places, Rahu gives very good result. Now we have to be very careful here because for the inheritance and shared resources kind of items, if you are in that zone of court case or that kind of way where inheritance or your something you need to get from your ancestral properties, Rahu will create delays there. It has fun कि चलो delay करते हैं, let's delay. But later when Rahu is going to be ending the transit, that is the time you may get good benefits. You may get good um, outcome of any such kind of things related with inheritance. Eighth house is also houses of losses, right, Rohitji? Because it is the house from where sudden ups and downs can happen. So make sure during this period avoid any kind of risky financial ventures and focus on financial stability. Do not invest anywhere. Do not start your new policy. Do not start mutual funds. Nothing. Just relax because you will start mutual fund in terms of making money, but because Rahu will also put an impact on the market and it may crash. There can be recession, another recession. So you will be in trouble. Now, work in research or occult fields may bring success, embrace transformational opportunities. But now, if you go in the occult, so occult knowledge is not bad, but the dark magic, the dark side of the occult knowledge is bad. Bad. So, if you during this period, Rahu has that nature because Rahu is the son of Simikama. You know Roji's story of Simikama. So
Yes,
when Hanuman,
you told in the beginning also about Simika.
but another story I will tell you, Roji, in Ramayana, according to Ramayana. So
Hanumanji.
when Hanumanji was going to Lanka, Simika Ma was so powerful because she was the daughter of Prajapati Daksh. No, 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 no. She was
Hirnaksha.
Hiranyakashyap,
Yes.
right? Hiranyakashyap, if I am not mistaken. Yes, Kashyap only. Yeah, so Simika Ma was so powerful. She was the demon princess or queen,
Hmm.
and Rahu is the son of her. So what happened when Hanumanji was traveling to Lanka? She was very massive and she was in the ocean that time. So she captured the shadow of Lord Hanuman with her black magic. And then Lord Hanuman said, she said, I want to eat you. And Lord Hanuman said that she is not a normal being. She is Simikama. She is like very powerful. So what Hanuman does, he goes in the mouth, in the stomach,
Kashyap.
because
Kashyap is the father of right said of
yeah,
Simika because that's why you said Kashyap people who have Kashyap Gotras don't need to worry.
not at all. Now, so Hanumanji went into the mouth, went into the stomach, and came out and said, "Hey ma, according to your wish, you told me I will put you in my stomach. I went in your stomach and I came out. Now let me go because I am going to do the work of Lord Sri
Rama.
Ram." And Simikama did not do anything to him because she was a very powerful, what you say, powerful demon. But she was a mother. She had the heart of, and being a woman, when she also learned that Sita is in capture of Lord of Ravana, then she became more sympathetical to Hanuman and Rama, and that is why she let him go. So any mother, Rohitji, any mother, demon or normal or dev mother, demon mother, they still have mamta in them, right? They still have mamta in them for their own beings. A snake is the only animal that can eat its kids also, like the small newborn snake. But that is how they are designed. So,
Hmm.
and Rahu is snake. So a Rahu can eat you at any moment. You will not even realize that Rahu ate you. So this is how it is. So
Yes,
make sure
this
that during research or transformation which you want to do, you have to make sure that this is something very related to very pious nature, not of harming someone, not that kind of occult science you have to use. Now, If you want to maintain relationships, this is the eighth house. So handle inheritance and shared assets with transparency to avoid conflicts with family members. If you do not handle this very well and be very open about your about the division of your shared resource or inheritance, this will create trouble for you. But overall, for Leo ascendant, it is a time of transformation where you completely become another person or completely take another kind of nature. So, all the best and please subscribe right now, please, and share this video so that many people who does not know about us or the channel or the Rahu Ketu transit or how it is going to affect them, help them because helping is going to be coming back in 10 different other folds. Zero.
And for the Leo ascendant people, the time for taking care with their in-laws also, because the eighth house is a house of in-laws also. And please share, as Akashji told, because sharing is important. We make this video with so much of efforts, and we expect that all family members, at least what we are 27, 28,000, if they do at least one share, we have a 27, 28,000 shares. And those who are new to the channel, please subscribe and be a family member of ACS2. And the good news for all of you, those who have interest in astrology, and Rahu is also going to, this Jupiter sign, which is closely connected with astrology, both of these. Now, lots of people will enroll to this course, I know, because people are asking continuously. So enroll to the course, and the good thing is that you will get a gift inside this enrollment of course. That is, you will get a free consultation from Akashji, career consultation or whatever. So, those who want a personal consultation, those who want to analyze so many things from their chart, they can just drop details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number given below, or they can log into the www.acs2.com and they will have a consultation with Akash. Now, the time for the Virgo people, I think they are the most concerned people, because house I seeing here is a seventh, and Rahu when comes here, nobody knows better than me.
Yes. For Virgo ascendant people, Ruiji Pisces, it falls in the seventh house, potentially bringing challenges in partnerships or work relationships. Because Rahu is a planet of separative tendencies. So many people who were or had filed divorce, this is the time in next 18 months you will be separated from each other. On another case, those who are into some kind of business, joint business or business in terms of partnerships, there may be conflicts during this period. If you are of Virgo ascendant and if they are also of Virgo ascendant, most likely then there will be lot of conflicts. So be cautious. That is what I can say. No one can change destiny, but at least we can try to be calm. Now we have to be very cautious with joint finances because the other person might can eat it, the other person can take it and you can run away with that money. So make sure that if legally it is not protected, so before October of this year, protect it legally. Now diplomacy and patience are essential, Rohitji, in professional interaction. Avoid conflicts and focus on cooperation. There will be conflicts because Rahu comes here, it gives you conflicts. But it is now up to you to focus on your cooperation and say that, no, you know what? I know that this is not a right period for fighting. Let him do and let satisfy his ego for the moment, but no fighting. This is what you need to understand. And other front, relationship, okay. Now, seventh house is the house of relationship. So, very much emphasis on this. Open communication and understanding are crucial in maintaining harmony with partners and colleagues. Unless and until you will speak and be extrovert, then your problems will be solved. But if you keep things in your heart, then your problems are not going to be solved and you will be in some kind of trouble or some kind of dilemma and uncertain that what is happening, man. Why such this? I mean, everything was so good, but it is just the doing of planet. So do not make any major decisions here. Those on the positive front, Rohit, seventh house is also the house of marriage. On the positive front, who has Rahu good in their in their chart, and they have a very beautiful placement of Rahu, they might even get married. So marriage is also there. So Rahu does many. Childbirth is also there. Marriage is also there. So many things it does. Status is also there. Some people who were not getting promotion might get promotion now. So overall, Rohiji, this Rahu transit is going to be very pleasant for Virgo ascendant people, but only caution in relationship. That is important. And subscription to AC Astro can is a very good remedy so that your Rahu can save you in the future. Because I am going to be making the only the video about custom remedies for Rahu transit 2020
For all 12 ascendants.
for all 12 ascendants.
Yes, remedies for all 12 ascendants. And please subscribe this channel. We repeatedly say this thing because we do lots of efforts to make one video. And so we want more and more people can take benefit of this. Some people can learn astrology, some can know about themselves. So it's very good. Those who are new, please subscribe. Those who have already subscribed, thank you, family members. And the good news for family members are they have now opportunity to learn astrology from Akashji from very beginning. This is the course for beginners. They can just enroll. They can contact on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number given below. And the good thing is that there is again a gift inside this enrollment of course that you can get a free consultation when you get enrolled with this course. So great opportunity, I think. This is, these days when we go to mall or anywhere we see 1+1, we just grab that offer. Though this is a 1+1 offer, you will get enrollment for course and you will get a free consultation with Akash. And those who want a consultation personally with Akashji and waiting for so much time and don't know how to approach, then the mail ID or the WhatsApp number is there. Other than that, you can log on to our website acs2.ca and you will have all details. Now the time for the next ascendant, that is
Yes, Rohiji,
Libra, Libra,
Libra,
whatever
Libra.
Libra.
So for Libra Libra ascendant, here Rahu will be transiting in your sixth house. Again, it is a very good placement of Rahu because it is the Dushtana. So in Dushtana, it is going to be giving you good results. So all the places that is 6, 8, and 12, and third house. If Rahu sits here, then in Upchaya houses, then it is very good. Now Rohiji Rahu falls in the sixth house, indicating opportunities to overcome challenges and obstacles at work. Opportunities to overcome challenges. That means it is a time when you will be going way and beyond if in your workplace, in a court case, in to handle any kind of enemy, your enemy will be destroyed during this period. Financial gains and losses may come through legal matters or conflicts. Be cautious with loans and debts. During this period, Rahu is extravagant. That is the simple word to define Rahu is extravagance. And
Mm.
it can also cause you to take some extravagant loan or debts, which will later on be, a bone in your throat. You can't even put it out. You can't even take it in.
Well,
So
yes.
do not get into such kind of thing where loan and debts come in a very small debt, small loan are very good to establish to do something, but not very big thing. But if you are running for a long period for a court case, it is a time that your court cases will be solved. Focus on improving your skills and work efficiency to succeed in overcoming professional challenges, which will come because there can also be rise in status. There can also be a place where you might be able to get to the next level. 6,000 hours of daily work and routine, and Rahu here wants to come into some kind of managerial position or a promotion. It wants to feel better and maintain a very supportive harmonious relationship in your work environment to bring better relationship with colleagues because nowadays I have seen mostly all my charts which I see, Rohiji, they say, oh, you know what, we have problem with our colleagues, we have this, they are jealousy, this, that. So you try to maintain good things, let other people do bad karma. That is not your lookout. God is watching everything. For Libra ascendant people, it is also means that sixth house will enhance, boost your income some way or the other. So get ready for income, but get ready to make sure that do not um, overspend. Overspending will be the trouble. And please subscribe to the channel. That is more important because somehow then I feel that the effort which has been put or the research which has been done in the beginning of the video will or may help, may can be the part where I can feel better about that time spent by me. Okay? Moving on to Scorpio ascendant people, Rahu falls in Pisces in the fifth house, enhancing creativity and risk taking ability in career matters. Fifth house is also the house of startups. That is why you can take a risk during this period that no man, let's start something. But we have to be very cautious with speculative investments. That is investment in stock market or any kind of lottery or any kind of thing that makes easy money. No. You have to avoid impulsive decisions and maintain financial discipline. Do not let your finances go to any place where you think that in next 2 years or 1 year this will become double. You will be completely lost at loss. Rahu does not like that. Rahu gives lottery and all, but Rahu does not want you to deliberately do it. Okay, success may come in those people who are in entertainment, arts, or speculative fields. Embrace creative opportunities. Those who are in any kind of performing arts or any kind of creative arts, it is a time for you to convert that either if it is a hobby to reality and as a startup, or you finish it and start what do you say start looking for creative opportunities, even if that is volunteer work that should be done. Handle romantic relationship with care. Rahu is malefic. Avoid impulsive decisions that may lead to emotional turbulence. And no one is perfect in the world. So if it's your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband or your wife or your children or your less or your what do you say or your any kind of acquaintance, make sure that right now Rahu is whenever sits in the fifth house, it will create trouble in such areas. So you be cautious. Now, fifth house is also the house of childbirth. Those who are expecting childbirth has to be very cautious if your delivery date is around October or November first week or second week. Because as soon as Rahu comes, he starts bringing a lot of changes also. So be cautious. I'm saying just do not be overwhelmed, get overwhelmed or do a lot of extra work. Just relax and chill. That is what you need to do rather than taking stress. And stress we get because you do not subscribe, and if you do not subscribe, then I get disappointed. The views are 20,000, subscriber is 12, which has increased. So your subscription will mean a lot to us, so please subscribe. Moving on to Sagittarius, Rohit. Rahu in Pisces falls in the fourth house, indicated changes in home and career matters. So basically, it means that wherever, if you're trying to buy a house, a car, and if your mother wants something or possessions, Rahu is material possessions in the fourth house. It gives you good material possessions. You might buy luxurious car, or you might buy a new house. So this is what it means. Now, finance-wise, because you will be dealing this time with real estate people, so real estate dealing may bring you gains.
Hmm.
Those who are in real estate, go for it. Bindas. It is going to give you gains. Another thing is avoid very quick or hasty property investments and stick to practical financial approach rather than saying, "Oh, I just like this. This is a check. Okay, go. I want this." No, do your little bit of homework, see your finances, and then go and jump into that kind of stuff. Focus on work related to homeland security and property for stable career. Yeah, so those who are in their zone of, Rahu is very good for them. For example, exalted in the sixth house for you, your chart. You should now think of starting something a second term, like basically something with the work you're doing right now, like taking a license for property or taking a license for security. So, lot of things are in can be done because Rahu is also a protector. Somewhere he is also the part of army, so he is also a protector. Now, relationship wise, maintain harmony with your mother, as there can be some ups and downs, and also ups and downs. The main reason will be career change, because the axis of 4 and 12, 4 and 7, Rohitji, it is the fourth house and the 10th house. So there it can create a little bit of challenge. So for that, Rahu Beej mantra. For that, Rahu Om Ram Rahave Namaha. Om Rahave Namaha. That is more than enough. But overall, yes, fourth house it gives material success, luxury possessions. So I hope you get a lot of possessions. Zero G.
Right, you tell about the property investment caution. Yes, that is very important because fourth house is house of property. So do read the documents, whichever flat land you are buying, you are not being, cheated by someone. That is very important. Take care of that. So, great opportunity for all. Akash is going to start astrology class from 15th September onwards, or the after 15th September you can enroll. Just drop details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number. Contact team will contact you. And the great opportunity is that one whoever will enroll for classes, they will get a free consultation from Akash. So this is great opportunity, and those who want a personal consultation, they can drop details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number, or they can log in to the website www.acs.ca, and there you get all details regarding different packages, what you want to take a consultation. Thanks for subscribing and keep subscribing because your subscription is our boost to make more videos because this is just the start of Rahu video. We have Rahu return, we have remedies for Rahu, so many things. So please subscribe the channel. So now the let's move on to the most important sign, that is a Capricorn ascendant, very important sign. And let's see Akashji, I'm coming to the very important place also.
Yes, Rohitji, for Capricorn, it will impact the third house, enhancing communication skills and bringing unique career opportunities. So, Rohitji, get ready. I think after astrology, you will choose another career now. You will choose another good career. Rahu will bring you very good, effective communication. Third place is the very, it becomes, makes you very sporty also.
I become
Now,
political.
political, maybe you become politician, MLA now. Finance wise, Rohitji, income from communications related ventures may increase. That means YouTube is going to be booming now for us. Be
Okay.
cautious with expenses and avoid unnecessary financial risk. So now, as money comes, we start to jump and we start to invest into. Before money comes, only we start jumping. That oh, we will do this, we will buy this, we will do this. So avoid such kind of problems. Do not get into this kind of zone where you need to, um, you know, um, where the income is still not here, but the expenses are ready. So do not do that kind of stuff. Now, financial risk also means that because the third house is the house of personal interest, so some personal interest things might look very good on the outside, but can be little bit of lethal in the inside. So do not do any such kind of stuff. Okay, Rohitji. And career wise, network and build connections to make most of the unique career opportunities during the period. That means during this period, there is growth, growth, and growth. So make the most of it by actually communication, by connecting social media, by being very active on social networks, by being very active socially, not only on social media, but also social, what we say, social gatherings. You have to be a part of social gatherings as well. And Cur- yeah, relationship wise, Rohitji, siblings and close relatives may play a significant role in your life. Maintain open and supportive communication with them. If there is something good, also tell them. Something bad, also tell them. Discuss with your siblings, with your sisters, with your brothers, because with your neighbors, with someone who are surrounding you. Because third house is the house of your surrounding. So make sure you be very open about all your relationships and about all your communication with them, so that you can get support and understand the other person's problem as well. Not every time it is not our problem. Sometimes it is the problem of the other person also, which we have to take into consideration and then make a decision accordingly.
Hmm.
Right, Rohitji? For also, Capricorn ascendant people have been seeing the video very well. I have been seeing that lot of videos, but they are not subscribing. So somehow, sometimes we are watching the video, we do not subscribe. But because we have been making Rahu return for people who have Rahu and Ketu in the 12th and the 6th house, there is a very big thing, Rahu return. Second, we'll be making remedies for Rahu. We'll be making separate video on Ketu, remedies for Ketu, then Nakshatra transit of Rahu. So many things coming up.
And
If
Red
you,
Book Rahu.
yeah,
Red Book Rahu.
read, yeah, Rahu according to Lal Kitab, so many things. So it is going to be lot of videos on Rahu this year. Moving on to Aquarius ascendant. So now Rahu, the Pisces style, fall in the second house. So Rahu will be transiting in your second house, and here it can bring fluctuations in income and family business matters. those people who are associated or connected with family business matters, there they can have some problems in their business, family business. And secondly, income can be fluctuated. That means either go very up, either go very down. That completely depends on dasha, antardasha, and placement of Rahu in your chart. If Rahu is placed very bad, then you cannot expect a very good thing. But Rahu is doing good, Rahu is exalted for you. For example, in the fourth house, you make during this period you make excessive properties, you get luxurious cars. But if Rahu is debilitated in the 10th house, your career will be at stake. You will be at loss, some kind of loss in your career, or demotion, or job loss. So it depends on exactly where the placement of Rahu is in your chart. During this period, second house is the house of speech and communication. Dhanna Kutumba Vani. So be careful with speech and communication, as they may impact your financial situation. Avoid risky investments, and before speaking to anyone, just think in your head what you're going to speak, rather than just because Rahu will. It is Rahu's achanak immediately. You will not even realize what the hell did I do. I cannot even take it back anymore. So that is the kind of thing Rahu is. So just be calm and think and answer. Okay. Focus on stable career choices and avoid risky ventures during this period. No startups, nothing, no business startups. Your second house is the house of your fixed assets, where Rahu is coming and sitting. Even your fixed assets will be, you will have a period where you will have to sell your fixed assets as well to bear the losses. So, no, do not, during this period, no risky venture, not at all, no startups. And financial matters may impact relationship with family. There can be some problem that is with the family members, that because of the finance or the shared finance which you see. Be sure that we are very open. You are very open about your Rohitji, very clear communication, understandings. That we want to solve the problem, we do not want to increase the problem. That is the kind of approach you will have to keep during this period. Otherwise, somehow this is the most, families, they don't talk for years and years, and suddenly because of some reason someone dies and everyone meets, then something starts, then again they say that you told me that in last year. There is, you're
Hmm.
not, you do not have 400 years of life. You are going to die, everyone is going to die at around 70, 75. Now that is the life expectancy, new life expectancy. So make sure that you be happy, be joyous with everyone, rather than creating bad energy, or thinking bad about someone. Be very clear in communication. If you don't like something, say I do not like this, please do not do this. If still they continue, then there is no choice, because in Mahabharat also this is what is explained, that they try to explain, Lord Krishna tried to explain a lot of times that do not do this, many lives will be lost, but they did not understand. Later he had to do Mahabharat. So you also try to do one, two, three times and not working, then you have to do Mahabharata. But before that, if you subscribe, that is very important. Please subscribe. The new course details will be out soon, where it will be a 12-week course. So sorry, 8-week course. So I hope to see as many as more than 20. I'm thinking Roji will take 25 students in first batch.
Yeah.
Not very much crowded, because otherwise it will be crazy. Yeah. So
Yes.
25 I think is best. The course will be Saturday, Sunday morning, 7 to 8 a.m. Calgary time. It will be 1 hour course, Saturday 1 hour, Sunday, and after that 30 minutes, 30 minutes every after every course, question and answers about the things or doubts which everyone is having. So it's going to be a very interactive course, and there will be no recording. It will be I am speaking to you like the same way. That is how the course will be. So subscribe for more information. My daughter says, Rohitji, subscribe for part two. Just keep making videos like this and subscribe for part two. And another thing which she's doing lately is when I'm not sitting here, she'll sit here and it's like, your Rahu is bad and Sun good. This is the kind of thing she's doing nowadays.
Born astrology.
Little astrology. Moving on to Pisces ascendant people, those who are watching the Pisces ascendant video, please remember that you are going to be impacted with the most of Rahu's transit, because Rahu is coming and sitting on your head during this period in the first house. It will be enhancing your ambition and the desire for recognition. So now here is what you say. I've been doing this from last 2 years. No one is even telling me that it is good or bad. So this is the time you have to be very careful about your finances. Be cautious with finances and avoid risky investments or expenses. Long-term planning and financial discipline are essential. Your ambition, or you becoming too much ambitious and demanding lot of things from your management or from your business or from your customer, can cause trouble to you. Be ambitious, only you will have lot of desires, but you will get whatever is in the destiny, that whatever your destiny allows. You cannot overpower your destiny and time, right? Focus on personal growth and be cautious with impulsive career decisions. Avoid overcommitting and stay true to your goals. Because of ambitiousness, I will do this. No, 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 no. I will complete it in the next 20 days. No, no. Don't make such kind of commitments, because these are impulsive commitments which will then come back on your performance. And they will say this person is just saying he cannot perform. And that will hurt your ego. Balance personal growth with maintaining harmony in relationships. Avoid becoming self centered and be mindful of others' needs. Such people who are ambitious always think that I am only important, I am great. Rahu is that way only. He says, I am great, everyone else is nothing. I can swallow sun. That is what Rahu has. Rahu is out of that mindset that I can swallow the sun. I am a hero. But somewhere you'd swallow the sun later, 20 minutes or 2 hours later, sun is out of that, and then people laugh at you. The same way you will be doing that, I will do this, this, and that, and suddenly you will not be able to accomplish it, and people will make fun of you. So maintain discipline. When Rahu is in the ascendant, again it is an indicator of marriage or a childbirth. So if you're going through any kind of marriage time or childbirth time, or trying or planning, it is a good period of you to so next 18 months are very good for you to finalize, and in these 18 months only you will get the results. Also, if you can subscribe to the channel, it will be a very good result for us and our hard work, if you consider this as hard work, because somehow the main purpose is to make sure Sanatan Dharam or the planets are taken in a positive manner, understood in a positive manner, rather than other astrologers or other people who, for money and for greed, they're trying to take you off the track and trying to scare you so that you go to them, take consultation, and all that stuff. I always suggest that you should take consultation only when you're making a very big decision. Otherwise, it is not required. Otherwise, this is more than enough what you're seeing. This is what is going to happen to you. Okay, Rohit ji, I hope that all the ascendants are covered. I am excited to make another video which is Rahu in 12 houses, because while doing research completely, went into the lineage and so many things. In the beginning, you saw the how it started. So I learned that Rahu in different houses have very different kind of nature, which is what I'm going to be discussing. Every must has seen that Rahu does this, that, that. But the nature Rahu becomes, the Rahu takes what kind of nature is very important in houses. Like first in the first house, Rahu then becomes your soul shadow of your soul and your body. Second house, it becomes the shadow of all the buildings and all the fixed assets that you have. In third house, it becomes the shadow of all the neighbor communication, any kind of communication things, or any kind of siblings, their shadow. The fourth house, it becomes the shadow for the mother. So, it's very interesting what I learned, because they are shadow planets. So shadow, it will create shadow. You just look at the perspective of Rahu. That is what I'm going to be discussing in the video. That what is the perspective of Rahu? Why does Rahu behave like this, or why Rahu is benefic for so many people and malefic for so many people? Another than that, this way, when Rahu comes in his dasha, the last three dashas are Sun, Moon, and Mars. Rahu in
Hmm.
the dasha comes and starts pumping you like big, give you this, that. But when Sun, Moon, and Mars dasha comes, it makes you break, fall on the ground. So we have to. That's what I have tracked, that why it does that and how we can enhance, or it maybe it will give us trouble. That is not for sure. It will not go away from there. But we can enhance our energy so well, or the direction where we need to put the energy, so that Rahu cannot. cause harm which was supposed to happen of 100 remains only 20. That is what we want. Ji Rohit ji.
And of course, your Rahu is also coming in the eighth house, and eighth house is the house of astrology, house of mysterious things, house of divine knowledge. And you are decided this time to, give a knowledge and start a classes for astrology. I think this is the biggest impact we can see. And you say that the Rahu action will start from 15th of September, and your date comes around the 15th of September. So this
When
is a
I
great
start.
thing and great opportunity for all of people, all of the family members, and those who are new also, they can enroll to this course. And the biggest thing is the biggest gift from Akashji. There's the first batch who is enrolled. First 25 students will get a free consultation from Akashji when they will enroll to the course. And from Saturday onwards, we are promoting these things. And now this is Monday, and the lots of mails and WhatsApp we have got. We have started preparing the list of the first 25. So if you are also interested in this, you can drop details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number. Team will contact you. And those who want a personal consultation, they can do the same through mail ID or the WhatsApp number, or just log in into www.acastro.ca. You will get all details about consultations there. Thank you very much for subscribing. And those who are new, please subscribe. And very important, please share. This is a humble request from the team AC Astro. Please share this video so more and the more people can connect to Sanatan Dharam, to Vedic astrology, and to AC Astro. So we can give them more and more meaningful and researchful videos. Thank you very much. Thank you, Akashji. And thank you for your deep research and the story. And thank you for the decision to start classes. This is a great opportunity for all. Thank you. We'll meet you
Thank
in some
you.
another video. Till then, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Hanuman, Jai Mata.